Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm John.
And I'm Richard.
And today we're going to be reacting to Fire Force Episode 8. And Richard, in the last episode, let's just quickly kind of recap before we get started that we had, what was it, Commander Hibana, Captain Hibana from
Princess
the 5th?
Hibana.
Oh, Prince.
Yeah.
My bad,
No.
Princess. From the 5th, not really joined, but she's spending more time at the 8th. I don't remember if it was due to Shinra or in total or what, but she's spending more time over there, and that seems to be working out for them. She's getting a little more close to them and how things are sharing more information. So that seems to be working out well for both groups. And the first has kind of taken notice to this, but at the same time, Obi came up with a plan that they're going to have Shinra and Arthur join the first as like some kind of
it's like training.
Yeah, it's going to have training, to send them over there and they'll train with them. I don't know exactly what the program was, but so Shinra and Arthur are over there with
with the bubblegum guy and somebody from the second, I think, as well.
So they had all them over there, and I think even
Maki was there.
Yeah, Maki was there.
But I think she was there just to escort them, but she still stuck around, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, well, she mainly stuck around because Shinra, upon meeting everyone, was like, hey, let's have a friendly spar. And then his awkward smile came out, and he's like, and we win, we get to ask one question. I think, is, if I remember correctly, is how that went. Like that. So they're like, okay, you're not going to win. We already know all your powers, blah, blah, blah. But still, Shinra wants to go through with it. If I remember correctly, none of them stood a chance whatsoever. But we did get to see some new powers, especially the guy that can convert, I think it was fire into ice.
So yeah, he was
fire
using
to music to ice,
something like that.
Yeah, it was
like sound compression or something like that.
Yeah, and that was kind of cool. We got to see them fight the first commander. I can't remember his name right now, but he took on Arthur's sword with his bare skin and blocked all his attacks like Trunks versus Goku, and nothing. Like, fire that weak doesn't have any effect on him. So we don't know, like you pointed out in the last episode, what his ability is, what his gimmick is maybe to avoid damage from the fire, but we don't really know what's under the eye patch going on either, so, or what his history is.
Right.
So with all that, they lose. I don't think they get a chance to ask any questions or, things like that. But yeah, with Maki being there, she's like, why are you guys doing this?
Right.
So anyway, so they're in the first. They're going to start this program. The cat girl's there. Maybe something will happen and she'll be joining them eventually. I don't know. Or maybe whenever they go back to the 8th, they'll send the cat girl with them. Like, hey, you came to the first. We'll send you one of ours.
Yeah, that's true.
It was actually kind of funny whenever the one member of the first caught her and was like, oh, we can't have your lucky lecture, whatever ability going off right now.
Yeah.
So,
they're clearly used to it by now. So.
Yeah. But anyway, any additional... Okay.
No.
With that, let's get right into this reaction. Are we in the first? Maybe?
Maybe.
That's kind of cool. Evangelism. Actually, I was thinking the last time I saw something like that was in Evangelion, but that was kind of silly or funny coincidence. Evangelist. What's up with this music? Oh, like they were infected with an insect? Wow. didn't even see it going this direction. What?
Rise and shine.
Turn it off.
What? Every morning? That's freaky.
Oh. That's right.
What? She just wants to see you, though. That's the thing.
Wow. Maybe everyone here knows about it. Soy sauce and eggs.
And he wants to get rid of his power, right? Or control it. Oh, look who it is. Back in the background.
What?
How?
What?
How?
Meow.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Flam.
They're mobilizing everyone, I guess?
Wow.
Wow.
What? What kind of infernal is this? The 8th only needed 1 matchbox.
Right?
Oh.
5? Wow.
Things are a little different in the first, evidently.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, just don't stand there, though. You know, like... Oh. Okay. I guess you should stand there. Just
Oh, that's
wait.
right, that guy.
Yeah, he speaks all weird. Space Wars? Did you...
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, there's a poster back there.
Did he sense somebody turning into an
Uh-oh.
inferno?
I think he's about ready to happen. I think that's about ready to happen right now. Oh.
What?
Oh. That Joker, right?
Maybe. So the vials didn't really contain the powder. Well, I mean, I guess they do normally have powder, but I guess beforehand they have the bugs in them. He'll never probably catch him.
He's probably already gone.
Or it's... Yeah, I was going to say it's people from the first.
Mm.
Very suspicious.
Well, what about the other one?
Yeah.
Because he's suspected of one of those two. Or three. Probably the two, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. You need more information.
And they really couldn't take him even if they tried to confront them.
True.
That would just made their 1 month probably end right then.
Mm-hmm. As a king of knights.
Yeah, as I say, he's got a really strong sense of justice.
Why is he dressed up like that?
Nothing conspicuous about the way he's dressed.
Oh. Exactly. Why?
Well, yes, you have to change your armor if you're going to change your job class. Everyone knows that.
And now he puts back on he's an assassin. Okay.
Oh, that's
wow.
Cool. Mini Excalibur.
Yeah, but you slice the lock and he's going to notice. Yeah. This is not going to end well.
Are they going to fight right now? He's not wrong, but he could have done it a different way.
Right.
Oh, that's cool. Looks pretty normal, I bet.
Except for that lock.
But is it locked?
Ugh. Could you not? Oh. It's too easy, though.
There he is.
No, this is too
What?
easy. This is too easy.
Come on.
This is way too easy.
So somehow they found somebody within the first, coincidentally, in investigating these insects too.
The gotcha machine.
What?
Are you part of this too?
Like you don't get burned up?
You're not a part of this too, are you? Jeez.
That would be such an interesting twist if it was all her.
No way.
Well, not all her, but like if she was involved, and that's why in the future she's part of the 8th, is they got her there investigating her more. I thought he needed that sound thing to make ice.
I guess not. This is getting really weird now. Oh no.
Father?
They have cram school at that age? This looks really weird. I'm not too keen on this. Oh, convenient.
He'd like to focus on some prayer right now.
Convenient.
No, you probably don't want to see the prayer.
He's going to knock her out. Oh, wow.
What?
He knocked her out.
For the pilot light?
There we go.
But why?
That's the question. Why? Huh. Yeah. Nice try. Okay.
Then why even bother? They're not even going to follow instructions. But aren't my men?
I mean, that makes sense, honestly. That's like one of the few things he said that makes sense.
Feel free to feel free then. Is he going to try to use it on her?
Might. Oh, wow. This is going to cause her to leave the 8th.
What?
That voice actor, I know who that is. With him speaking like this, it makes it even more evident. I should have realized he was the villain.
Is it something from Fate or something, maybe? Oh, okay. On a kid?
Yep.
Is he really going to be able to see such a small fire, though, from that high?
I think he's like able to sense it somehow.
Oh.
Oh. Did it work?
But what does that mean?
Yeah.
What?
Time for a hero.
Oh. Wow. Hmm.
Ow.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't. No, I don't see that.
His hand is burning
No.
red. uh, there we go. Oh. Your fist
He
of
got
justice
light his
versus
feet.
the feet of the devil. Wow.
Oh.
uh,
All right.
and now add one to his harem. No? Yes? Wow, this is actually really good animation. So, I've said this a lot for this series throughout this season. I know I've said it plenty of times, but just the animation just is so good. Like that very last bit with her crying.
With her crying.
Yeah, just like the movements, the tears, just all of it. Like didn't even have to say anything. Just everything about that scene was just so good. Like
you could tell so much about that scene just from the way it was done. Like just all her different emotions because there was so many different things going through her mind right then.
Yeah, it's like she just got portrayed by somebody that she looked up to. She struggled trying to fight him or try to. She looks like she's about ready to start to gather her strength, but of course she's no match for him in the first place, especially since he put that hold on her right at the start. And then of course here comes Shinra, saving the day, and so she's really happy to see him. Like I said, add one to the harem for Shinra.
And then she was crying because she's like, oh, now I gotta join his harem.
Right. Oh man. But yeah, I think I mentioned this during the episode 2. What's his name? Rekka. Yeah.
Rekka.
Yeah. So I should have known, like, just based on his voice actor, I should have freaking known he was the bad guy. But uh,
Yeah, like we went through his repertoire of different voices, and wow,
yeah, he's
the villain has to be. I mean, I don't know the percentage, but I'd say it's almost 75-80% of everything he does is villains.
maybe, yeah. But that being said, though, for the G Gundam fans, I did probably caught me laughing because there was the part where he had the flames and he was about ready to hit what's her name, Tamaki.
Yeah, Tamaki.
Yeah, about ready to hit her, and his hands were on flames, and so the voice actor plays Domon Kashu in G Gundam. One of the things that he likes to say, or not one of the things that he says for his attack is, "My hand is burning red." So his literal hand was burning red as it was coming down on his opponent. So in this series, so I just thought that was hilarious. Bit of irony there, but again, I should have seen that coming, but it was a nice surprise at the least. And I actually meant to look up his voice actor last time. We did it this time around, but I meant to do it last time around just to make sure. But his voice actor has got a very distinct voice, and even I mentioned to you just a minute ago, he plays a character in Steins Gate. Which, like, I could tell it's him. I could tell he was voicing that character, but the way he did it was just so different from anything else, at least to me, anyways. Because it was such a different character from what I've heard from him before. But yeah, just to find out that he's the one that was, doing, implanting those bugs.
And I wonder if he's acting alone though. That's my biggest thing.
I can't think that he is.
Yeah.
Like, where would he get those bugs from? He's got to get them from somewhere.
Where would he get them from? I mean, I don't fully believe that everyone else is just investigating him. I think they're in on it. I think that's why he didn't want them to follow him or whatever. And
might be.
Might
be. I don't know.
This first company is just all around shady to begin with. From my point of view, I don't trust any of them.
Right.
I mean,
and actually,
maybe Tamaki, but still.
Well, at this point, though, Tamaki's probably thinking the same thing too. I can't trust anybody in this company, so that's why she's probably going to defect to Company 8 at this point, because we see her in the intros.
And with how all the nuns walk around like, oh, nothing's going to bother me. I think they're in on it. They know what's going on.
Could be.
I mean,
who can you trust? As far as, honestly, for all we know, even the Company 2 guy might be in on it too, because he could just be a decoy. And we don't know. We have no idea. So it's kind of a big mystery at this point. So I'm curious to see. I mean, it's not going to be as easy as like, oh, we captured the guy. Well, case closed, guys. We know who did it, and we're going to go home because I'm sure as soon as they get back to the 8th, they're going to tell Obi and everybody what happened, and there's going to be more investigation.
Probably tomorrow, whenever they wake up and the one commander's at their window, they're probably going to tell them.
Yeah.
If they're still even allowed to stay there after all this stuff goes down.
Well, I don't know, because at this point, I can see. So let's pretend that all of the first is on, with the exception of Tamaki, of course. Everybody else is on it, or at least a majority. I can see, like, say, the 1st Brigade commander, he's going to be like, oh,
thank you.
Rekka, gosh, you guys did such a great job. Thank you all. You know what? Here's a special medal or something, and you've earned your training. We can't teach you guys anything else. I mean, you guys, good job. You guys can go home, and there we go. Yeah. And then so they might shuffle him out, or they might just pretend like, oh, well, we had no idea he was doing this. Gosh.
I mean, there is that way. The other flip side could be that they could act totally offended. Oh, you struck a superior officer. What evidence did you have? Did you see him do it?
Well, then Tamaki could be like, oh, well, I saw him doing it.
And then, oh, did you really see him do it? I think, no.
That's true.
You're gone.
That's true. And then
they could all be covering for each other.
That could be true. Although, if that were the case, then, because you had the other lieutenant that had the bug in his, and then he was just like, oh, well, I left that there for specific.
Because Rekka's not dead.
Yeah, because presuming he's not.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he did get like a.
He got kicked pretty hard, and he erupted his flames on his face.
Yeah,
but he's not dead. Whenever he gets back up and he's all right, he's going to be putting his word against both of them.
That's true. That's true. So yeah.
And there's not any kids left. Well, the kids won't be there to testify. I doubt. I could be wrong.
There
on
was
that.
the one that survived, though. I wonder what's going to happen to him.
And that was an interesting thing too. So he was compatible with the pilot light.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What does it mean?
So he's compatible with this bug that if you're not compatible, you just instantly burn up. I mean, does that mean he's immune? Or that, maybe he's one of those types that will become a self-aware infernal.
Like the one from, a couple episodes ago.
From, the prisoner.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I mean, it's almost like he's just testing out things anyway, just to see, who is compatible? Maybe we'll go back and experiment on him later.
Like, I have to wonder, though. So, he just kind of combusted out of nowhere, right? So, was anybody near him when he... I'm going to have to watch that episode again. Was there anybody near him that might have planted that bug on him at some point?
But the thing was, is if he was, compatible, maybe he had that done in prison or on the way to the stand.
True.
And maybe.
But see, it looked to be instantaneous though. Like as soon as that bug went into you, its reaction started happening. So
that's what I'm saying. Like maybe instead of somebody doing it right then, if he was compatible, maybe it was something else that triggered it, and he just had to wait for it.
Oh yeah.
And that's why he was self-aware and things like that. Maybe that kid, whenever he gets up, maybe some event or reaction or something else, some other catalyst, whether it be that powder or whatever, maybe that sparks it.
I wonder if that's also what happened to that one girl's father back in episode 3, I think. Because he was in an infernal that seemed to be pretty self-aware, but he just kind of sat at the table and just kind of waited to die essentially.
Yeah, I mean he really knew what was up. He was like, well, I'm an infernal, I'm done.
Yeah,
and
but he didn't attempt to communicate at all. He just kind of sat there. So
that's true.
I wonder if he also and the other thing too, how does Joker play into all this too? Like, what is his role in all this? Like, he clearly doesn't trust the fire brigades at all, plural. So what does the dust have to do, or the ashes have to do with all that too? So, because I honestly thought it was Joker that was the one that planted the bug.
And that's what I was thinking whenever he saw the person do the thing with the vial and run off.
Right.
But then I was thinking, well, for the most part, he's always just had the combustible dust or powder or ashes or whatever. He's the one dealing with the infernals afterwards. I mean, he might be involved with the research to make them, but he's mainly walking around with their ashes or whatever in the little vials, setting stuff on fire just because. So, and I kind of wonder where his main base of operation is. If it's in the first, like maybe one day they're just like walking along and here's Lieutenant so-and-so, he's AKA Joker. And
maybe.
It's like, that guy.
Yeah. But see, he, like I said, he doesn't really trust the brigade, though, so I don't know if he would actually be a part of the fire brigade or not.
Yeah, and that's a good point, too.
So, because he was the one that was telling Shinra, like, you got to really think about what it is and who it is what is you're supposed to be fighting for and who it is that you're supposed to be fighting against. So...
Yeah, but I still wonder where he's located out of, because I don't think he's just going to appear conveniently wherever Shinra is. I don't think he's just following them around. I think he's just doing whatever random attacks wherever he's located. I would hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, that especially that setup at the beginning where the arm came out and just put the bug in and ran off. That was just so convenient that both of the officers were like, "Oh, well, you must have been looking for him too. That proves that he was wearing a uniform like ours." And I was like, "Really?"
Yeah, yeah. That seemed too easy. All of that seemed too easy. So there's more behind. Clearly, there's got to be more behind all that than what meets the eye. But overall, I thought it was a good episode. I enjoyed it.
Really enjoyed it.
Even it was really hard watching Tamaki get that beat down and watching those kids, well, at least the mother and the one kid, or 2 kids. Was it 2 kids that had bugs implanted, or at least or was it just the one?
I think it was just the mother and the one kid, and he started for the second one.
Okay.
But yeah,
Tamaki was trying to stop him, and she used her flames to send up a signal, essentially. So okay, yeah. But even so, that part was kind of hard to watch. But I mean, it was supposed to do that. That's because this guy
shows his level of depravity.
Yeah, Rekka is just he's out. He's gone. For whatever reason, maybe it's PTSD or maybe it's something else. But regardless, he is insane, clearly. So yeah, I'm curious to see.
Maybe he's just looking at this from a really twisted scientific viewpoint, and he's using the scientific method to figure out how this all works. He's doing experiments. He's
potentially
trying to get results, and just doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I guess shall we end it there?
Yeah, that's
all right. Well, what did you all think of this episode? What did you think of Rekka? Let us know down in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this reaction, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to keep up with our channel and all the content we do put out each week. And if you'd like to consider supporting our channel, we do have links down below in the description for all that as well. So we'll see you next week.